Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man. So, I figured that this story was actually kind of an example of Oregon's entire concept of existence, it seems like lately. And let's just start with the headline here, which is Oregon has filed 16 lawsuits against the Trump administration and counting. So at first you'd think, oh my God, Oregon has just, filed suit after suit after suit after suit. And this must be, really weird, really unusual, yada, yada, yada. Well, the truth is that most of them involve attempts to block executive powers, which Oregon was not doing under President Obama at all, and really didn't do under President Bush that I saw. And a lot of them have to do with, changes to immigration and the Affordable Care Act, as well as immigrant travel into the country. And, people who are outside the country who are not citizens don't really have rights under the Constitution until they get inside the country. Now, the average number of cases against the White House is usually one per month. But Oregon really has not been initiating a lot of these. In fact, Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum told the Oregon Public Broadcasting, "We are one of the number of states that have signed as parties to these. We did not initiate any of those lawsuits. We have joined those lawsuits." So this kind of shows the entire concept of the Democrat mindset, especially as it relates to here on the West Coast. It's not that they are new or unique or innovative. It's that they are a bunch of followers. They all follow in lockstep. They all do exactly what all of them do. It just takes one to initiate something, and they all blindly follow. They don't actually think about it. And this is part of the problem. There's plenty of stuff that I've heard other Republicans say that I actively denounce because I don't agree with them. And if you can't disagree with people within your own party, and if you can't disagree with others and still even actively work with them, then you've got a problem, because that means you can't accept people thinking differently than you. You want them to only think like you. And in that point, you are demanding that everybody be exactly like you. No matter how weird you think you are and that makes you unique, if you demand that everybody be exactly like you are not unique in that situation. You are not being unique. You are being authoritarian. And that's not really what this country is about. If you want to go join a country that everybody has to do the same thing, there's plenty of them out there. In fact, the United States is the exception, not the rule when it comes to that. That's part of the reason why nobody else has a constitution like the United States. Is because it took extremely strong men to give up power. It's very easy to keep power. It's very difficult to give it up. Now, in this article, they actually show a list. Here's the best part. Nothing to do with political parties. She specifically has said that it has nothing to do with political parties. This isn't about Mr. Trump. It isn't about Republicans versus Democrat. It's about whether there's been a violation of the rule of law. Well, when you have created laws to directly contradict other laws, yes, there has been a violation of the rule of law. And the fact that the federal laws were in place first, and then state laws got put into effect after, it means that you've got an issue. And here's another one. How many of these lawsuits Oregon has joined include Republican attorney generals? Probably none. She doesn't even know. If you're joining lawsuits and you don't know who's filing them and why, and stuff about the person filing them, and the circumstances behind them being filed, and you're just joining in with them, there's a problem there. And she goes on to talk about following the same playbooks that they had during the Obama years, which was basically shut up and everybody do exactly what everybody is being told to do. Now, here is a list of lawsuits that Oregon has joined. Hawaii versus Trump, State versus the USA, Washington versus Trump, New York versus Trump, sanctuary jurisdictions, State versus Trump, California versus Trump, Massachusetts et al. Versus USDAHS, Texas et al. Versus USETAL, Vidal Martin versus Kathy Barron, and then others. Now, I am going to leave a link in the description to this article, which is on KUOW, which is part of the Puget Sound stuff up in Washington. But realistically, Attorney General Ellen Rosenblum is being obstructionist just to be obstructionist. She's not doing anything new. She's not doing anything innovative. She's not trying to fight for your rights. She's doing what all the other Democrats are doing, and she's being a sheep. And it's probably time we replaced her. But I doubt, with how Democrat Oregon, Washington, and California are, that she's going to get replaced, because it seems that when there's issues with Oregon starting to turn red or Washington starting to turn red, a whole new batch of blue comes out of California to blue them back up. Well, I want to thank you all again for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, or thumbs up and subscribe on BitChute. Also, don't forget to check out my other social media sites as well, linked below. And don't forget that this channel only runs on your generosity and my ability to pull extra money out of my pocket on occasion. Thank you all again for joining me, and have yourselves a beautiful day.